Hello,
Did you
everybody.
just say we're live?
Yep, we are.
Yeah. Like, wait, was the thing said? No, I missed it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the party. I am your game master for this evening as we continue in our Pokemon tabletop adventures. I don't even know what to call it. Just mess. Whatever it is, it's a lot of fun. We know that much for sure. So, I already said my name, but I'll say it again just in case. I'm the Bardic Knock. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon, because I like money, please. All under that exact same name, Bardic Knock. One more time, just for the people in the back. The Bardic Knock. Please validate me and give me bigger numbers. I'll give some information about this lovely channel we are here on, and by extension, the lovely community. After my three lovely players have introduced themselves. Well, it seems like Teddy has gone walkabout for a moment. So, you know what, Shogun, why don't you go first?
Hello, I'm Shogun, and I'll be playing as Amelia Brisa tonight. She is the leader of the team, and, well, of the, this away team, but also potentially of the whole organization. I haven't really done anything to confirm that, but...
You haven't really had any contact with the boss in a while. Yeah. You kind of just decided that we're our own thing now.
Yeah. We're a splinter group that includes everyone. Yeah.
Sorry, I just had a realization of something that is probably going to go terribly wrong for me in the near future. But it's fine.
What's it about?
I'll deal with it then. I've just realized, like, because I've got this vague plan, and I've just realized, like, oh no, that's, like, a bunch of people they could recruit. It's fine. It's fine.
It'll be okay.
It's fine. So, Shogun, if I wanted to find you on the internet, where would I do that?
I'm on Twitter at Shogun117, and then I also run the Mimic Nights games here every other Tuesday, specifically the 2nd, 4th, and the rare 5th Tuesday, which there is one this next week. Very excited. And also, I run Shadowrun New Atlantis, which alternates with this game every other Thursday, and I'm on the Vampire the Masquerade game on Saturdays. And currently, every Sunday, you can also find me on Alaskan Blue Jay Twitch channel, also streaming some D&D.
All right, that's some good stuff. Nerdy is still walkabouts. She'll be back soon enough. So until then, Michi, why don't you tell us about yourself and which voice in your head is going to be coming out today?
All of them.
Oh no.
I am Michi at Michisaurus on the Twitter, and tonight I am playing Clementine, who is an absolutely precious cinnamon bun, but may or may not have rage issues right now. She's getting into the punching things. She's a little terrifying, actually.
I can't remember what set her off on the rage recently.
Pentatomide died.
That's I was trying to remember if it was something like more recent, like immediately, but no. That's recent enough. Okay. Well, whilst we await Teddy to get back and let her tell her about herself, why don't I tell you about Welcome to the Party? Welcome to the Party is a fantastic community and channel, and all of those lovely squishy terms and words we use to describe nice, lovely people we like to interact with. And you too can be a part of it by joining the Discord server down below. If you have any vague interest in tabletop role-playing games, or even if you don't and you just want to meet some cool people who might try and convince you should totally play one at some point because they're the most fun ever, it's a good place to do that. Also, always looking for more people to come in with new ideas and potential things to stream in the future. So if that is something else you're interested in, whether playing or running a game here on stream, join the Discord, and that is the best way to get involved in that kind of stuff. You can follow Welcome to the Party on Twitter at Welcome Party RPG, here on Twitch, twitch.tv/Welcome to the Party, well, Welcome Party RPG, sorry, and youtube.com/Welcome to the Party. Now that Teddy is back, I'm going to just throw her right into the hot seat and ask her to introduce herself before I go into the last few bits of capitalism money stuff you can do to support the channel. So, Teddy, can you tell us about yourself, who you're playing, and where I would find you on the internet?
Hi, yeah, I'm Nerdy Teddy. You can find me on Twitter at Nerdy Teddy, and I am playing Ever Kismet tonight. I forgot which character it was for a moment. And yeah, you can find me 3 times a week right here on Welcome to the Party now. Monday nights I run Mask. Wednesdays I'm a player in the Camarilla Vampire game, and then of course I alternate Shadowrun and Pokemon on Thursdays.
It's all amazing stuff. So, like I said before, hey, do you have money? Do you want to give it to this channel? You should, but only if you want to. And you can do that by subscribing here on Twitch, and subscribing grants you access to one of 3 tiers, depending on how much money you would be willing to give. And you can get various emotes. Tier 1 will get you access to the WTTP D20, Tier 2, Michael the Mimic, and Tier 3, Crits on the Rocks. Subscribing also allows you to give a free... It's a thing. Some people say crit, some people say advantage. I'm happy for a crit because it fucks around with the game a little bit more. So, well, other people prefer advantage for a free subscription, but you get to give one of them out every month to a person on this channel of your choice. So, you want to hurt a player? You can do it. Or you want to watch me cry? You can do it.
I don't think they need to give anything to see that last one.
No, but you can guarantee it. The other things you can do, if you want to donate bits, we happily accept them. For 500 bits, you can affect a game in a small way. So, crit or edge if it's Shadowrun, or something else in another game. Just a small change, not like game breaking or anything such like that. And for 1,000 bits, you can affect the game in a large way. I'm very happy and open to this kind of stuff, so I'll be a lot more free than a lot of people probably would. For example, the one person who most recently did that, they made a shiny Mew just appear in the game, and it happened. So,
which we will hunt down at some point.
No, it's just chilling. It's just
oh right,
there in your
no,
cat
it didn't
house.
leave. Yeah, we'll pick it up later and turn it into a super weapon of some kind.
Yeah, it will be our friend.
With it.
It will be the friend. So yeah, there's some great stuff. I'm looking at the chat constantly. It's here on a secret little screen that no one can see.
Do you think that we could trade a shiny Mew for air carrier fortress thing? Just like trade them.
Yeah, a shiny Mew. Like, if we are going to start giving Pokemon like monetary value, shiny Mew is up there in the priceless range. You guys are heartless. Hey, look at this super cute. Look at this super cute rare thing. I'm going to exchange it for goods and services.
For friendship.
Are we really that heartless? I mean, the casino, the corner already gets you to give away hard-earned money to try to earn a damn Abra.
God damn Abra.
Hey, do they have that scheme on this island, or is that market open?
I haven't actually thought about where the casino would be. If
Oh no.
so, potential.
Because if they want to make that swamp a location, that would be the way to do it.
Well, that's the thing. If you've already, well, what you've done, you've basically claimed the swamp, and you're going to turn it into a safari park, which is, hey, pay money to try and catch Pokemon. That thing you can do for free.
Yes, it's like bottled water.
So you already got that. If you're gonna try and open a casino, or if not open, take over a pre-existing casino somewhere else. Like, I love the idea that you're slowly and surely taking over and corner, like just gaining a monopoly.
Yeah, we just get a
on
coup at the
everything in
end of
this
it
world.
because all of the important officers and the rangers owe us money.
Oh,
Help us
sheesh.
take over the world, and we'll forgive your debts.
Alrighty. So, quickest of recaps. Last session, we left Druid's Green and started heading north towards Fight Town. Clementine decided to befriend an Absol, who is now her Sylveon's girlfriend, because they got all cutesy in a fight, so it's canon and you can't deny it. And yeah, Sylveon and Absol can actually breed, so you can make use of that. You can breed Absols for eternity, because
need to level
Absol's the
up.
female then. And yeah, then just did a little bit more wild Pokemon grinding and whatnot. And the last thing that happened is, whilst intervening in what was some kind of natural wild dispute between a Nidorino and a Nidorina, the Nidorino was captured also by Clementine, whilst the Nidorina is now just sleeping. And that is... Oh, also, kind of a big deal. Ever's Combi evolved into a Vespiquen. So that was the other big thing that happened. So, jumping back in, where we left off, what do? You are in a forest. There's a sleeping Nidorina. Ever, you have a big, scary bee queen, who's now yours. Yeah.
Well, that's very nice there. It looks a bit more like it could take care of itself than it did before.
Hopefully. Perhaps not against poison.
Let's be on our way. I really want to just get out of all of this. It's not swampy anymore, right? Like,
no, it's not. This is more dirt than mud.
okay.
Oh, thank God.
Still, we need to find a hotel or something. Let's keep going.
Okay.
I think we'll continue north up this path.
Yeah, through that.
Yeah.
You're just leaving the Nidorina there asleep and going, okay, I'll wake up in time and I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. You have fun.
Okay. Oh, hang on, let me do a better job of revealing stuff, because that was god awful. As you start pushing through the break in the trees, whoever is leading the group,
That would be me and Smoochie.
yeah, from in between the trees, you think you can hear something. Well, it's hard to pinpoint if it's laughing or crying, but it certainly sounds... what's the word I'm looking for? It sounds otherworldly. It's almost it's comparable to wailing or howling or something like that,
Okay.
but it's somewhat soft.
Is that north, you say, or is that like still more towards the forest, like towards the east?
It's kind of like in this
Yeah, okay.
direction.
So still eastish. I'm going to pull out Bay, my Ralts, because Bay is telepathic. We're just gonna try the psychic scanner, and if that doesn't do anything, then we'll figure it out from there.
Alrighty. So, let me just check the thing. That's because... Oh yeah, that's perfectly doable. You can do that. Yeah, it detects some thoughts. The thoughts seem to be lost and a little bit confused and scared.
Can Ralts get like a ballpark intelligence?
What's Ralts' intelligence?
2, I believe. Maybe better than that. Let me look real fast. 4. Sorry.
Ralts can tell it's not as intelligent as it, but it's pretty smart.
That's a good gauge. That's yeah. Hey, Clementine, do you want to maybe go in there? We'll follow you.
Well,
Okay.
the thing I was going to point out, you can tell it's very, very close, almost as if it is watching you. It feels as if it's
a
few meters away at best.
Okay. Does it feel like we should be able to see it? And it's obscure?
Definitely.
Okay. Let me look at our options. Oh, I know the solution. I know. Smoochy,
Oh, no.
sing!
Oh no.
Okay.
That's a miss.
That most definitely is a miss. However, that'll do it. The singing has enticed the creature to gently poke its little head out from in between some trees, and you can see that its body has like phased into a tree. There's this little, what appears to look not too dissimilar from a tree stump, kind of pokes its head out and goes, "Phantom."
Oh my god, it's so cute.
I'm gonna scan
got
that so I can pull up a picture of it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can go right ahead and start scanning that. It's kind of looking at you, and you can see the little wooden stump on its head, because it's kind of tilted out sideways like that, and you can see that it has like full 360-degree rotation of this. So like the head turns around, looks the other way, turns back, and looks at you, and so I'm Phantom.
All right, so I scan it. What is its name? So I can look it up.
Its name is Phantom. Phantump. You know that it is a ghost and grass type Pokemon.
Ooh, I want it.
Oh no, we're gonna get in an argument over who wants it, because I think Eva just called it cute.
Yeah. We might.
Fight.
Well, here, let me just. I'll fix this. There.
Look at what it evolves into. That might put you off wanting it. Oh, because this thing does evolve via trade, so.
Oh.
Although, let me check. I think they take that out in this version of the game. I don't think you can evolve things via trade in it. So let me just double check on.
Evolution. No.
Yeah, it's a big, terrifying tree monstrosity when it evolves.
That's not good.
No, I need that one. Bugger. Phantom. Go. Find me the thing, in case evolve by trade doesn't exist in this game. Okay, yeah, no, it doesn't exist in this game.
Okay.
Never mind.
It is cute.
Super cute.
Smoochy, go get it. So Smoochy just begins to walk up to it and just sort of gives it that semi-aggressive, semi-friendly arm over the shoulder, like, hey, you're walking with me now. And just begins to walk the thing towards us.
Okay. My stupid Pokedex is being slow and laggy, so I was just wanting to check something. There. Okay, no, never mind. I mean, half of its body is still inside this tree, so as you try and do that, it just goes and pulls its way back into the tree. Its head gets a little stuck. It's a little shaken and confused. So as it tries to pull itself back into the tree, it can't get its wooden head in.
It has handles.
Are you gonna grab its antlers?
Well, Smoochy is.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, what is Smoochy's power? Or strength, or whatever it's called?
It's powered. It's only one. However, she does have cute charm.
Okay, I just need to quickly check something for what a 1 power means you can move.
A Pokemon with 126 hit points can't be weak.
A power rating of 1 means you can move 10 pounds.
Well, I know this thing is lighter than that.
No.
No?
Phantom weighs like 12 point something.
Okay.
Oh, 15.4. Because it's got a big wooden block on its head.
Okay, you know what? Smoochy is going to climb in there with it and then inflate.
Well, it's in the tree because it's a ghost. Like.
Oh, I see. Okay, got it. I thought he was going into like a hole. Okay, no. Okay.
No, that's why it was cute, because it forgot to like phase the solid part of its body, and it couldn't get. So it seems if like it can't get inside the tree fully, and it's got its wooden head stuck. It's going
Smoochy just begins to pat it on the head.
And are you wanting to activate Cute Charm?
Well, I mean, Cute Charm technically only activates when things attack Smoochy. Because it's a power or whatever.
Well, you can choose to activate it.
Oh.
That's how the abilities work.
Oh, okay. I thought it was when things attack.
Yeah, if you go into the player's handbook, each one of these abilities, they've all got a different like trigger or an activate, and something like Cute Charm, you can just choose to activate it. You still need to make physical contact.
Okay.
But you can just go, I activate it.
Oh yeah. All right.
But I think
Awesome.
you're limited to like once a day or whatever it is.
Oh, okay. I'll go look that up. Where is that? Pokemon capabilities or?
It's abilities. It's just above the moves section, and it's got all of them in there. So if you'll find Cute Charm, and it'll be like trigger once per day. You can activate and attract a thing.
Okay, I'm gonna open that up. Hang on.
You should really all start paying more attention to the abilities of Pokemon because they do so much.
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah.
I am looking
I've all just gone,
that my Cottony can make those plants in our attic grow faster.
Yeah, because it has Sprouter, doesn't it?
It
Go,
does.
whoop.
So it can just, yeah.
Oh God, I forgot about your illegal, or I don't even know what to call it. But
What is the legal status of that in the Dodeca region?
one would assume if it's being grown in a secret room
Right.
on top in the attic, it's probably not super legal.
Maybe he just doesn't have a license. He's like a moonshiner.
Yeah. Whatever
We'll go
this
with that.
version is, it's not legal. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do that then. We're gonna activate that. And
Okay.
so I'm trying to look up actually where it is. I can't find it in the book. Yeah,
It's quite far down in the handbook.
yeah, it's so I'm looking at. I found the rules or not the rules, sorry, the moves, and then I scroll up
Yeah.
past
you
them.
can go.
And got move stuff. Oh, here it is. Got it. Cool. That would just be C for Cute Charm. There we go. When an opposite gender foe attacks the Pokemon with Cute Charm, they become infatuated after the damage is dealt.
Okay, so it is attack. Yeah, it's just you can because it does have like a limit, doesn't it? Say like once per day or
Trigger
once per
daily. Yep.
Yeah. So you can choose to go. I activate Cute Charm now.
Okay,
So it is
yeah,
when
I'm
they
gonna do
attack
that.
you. Never mind.
There's no
You gonna-
roll. It just says they become infatuated.
Yeah. Obviously, we altered the ruling of attract because
Yep.
we're a bunch of queers here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roll a flat d20. Below 10, it fails. Oh, sorry. Below 11, it fails.
Yeah.
Which way round was it? Yeah, below 11, it fails. Above, it succeeds and isn't. That's a 6. So it does that. The little red circles in its eye holes turn into little love hearts, and it floats out of the tree a little bit. And it's just like being all clingy to Smoochie.
Smoochie just walks back over to us.
And it's holding on to Smoochie, little love hearts in its
And
eyes.
Smoochie just grabs the thing by the head lightly and just pushes it towards Ever. Just like, here, I got this for you. Like kind of holding it sideways, like just kind of holding it by its head so it's kind of floating, like kind of like horizontal a little bit, just holding it. It's like, here.
Oh yeah, like the head is sideways and its body just kind of droops out because it's obviously got like its body is like almost entirely amorphous. Like the only solid part of it is the head. Smoochie's just holding this thing, which Smoochie can barely lift, by the way.
Yes.
Like, technically, Smoochie can't lift it. I'm saying that it's floating, and Smoochie's pretending like it's lifting it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I take the phantom from Smoochie, and it's like, hello, little guy.
Oh no, I just realized what Smoochie does. Smoochie
What?
offers a small little thing for it to eat.
And what is this little thing?
It's a small leaf.
A leaf of what? Or just literally like a leaf off a flipping tree.
Yeah, it is a leaf off of a tree.
What kind of tree?
A tree that I own.
Oh god, I never came up with like rules. All right. How does something react to getting high for the first time?
Eh.
Okay.
But Smoochie just kind of pops it onto its face, trying to make it eat it. Just like, here.
The Phantom turns. You notice like it's only got like a teeny tiny little mouth hole, and it goes like nom, 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 nom. Phantom, 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 and eats this thing. And then the little red circles that were love hearts, for a moment, they kind of explode into the shape of, and then they just kind of start.
Uh-oh.
I don't know how tricky to make this. We start going like multiple colors, and Phantom just goes. Ah. That's what it does, and it's just kind of the Phantom just looks really chilled out.
This is how you catch Pokemon. We need to invent a Pokeball that gasses them with that. When they're inside the ball, they'll never escape. Better than a Master Ball.
Jesus.
For everything except Ghastlies and maybe Weezings.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so this now stoned, infatuated Phantom. Is this when you hand it over to Eva?
Yep, just holding it out. Here you go.
And you hold it to Eva, and it shows no resistance. Its body is just like really loose and floppy, like not in like a ooh, it's drugged and knocked out, just like it's really relaxed. It's really content. It's really happy. You could just walk away with it and it wouldn't react now. You could just go, all right.
Regular USB is not plugged into the wall, but I think that charger has 2 ports.
There you go.
And this is the moment where I realize, Amelia, can I have a ball of some sort? Because I realize now that I used my great ball my last great ball a long time ago.
Alright.
You haven't bought any Pokeballs recently, have you?
Well, you know what? How about this? I will give you
No, it's just not plugged into the charger.
I think this is very appropriate. I will give you a love ball.
Okay.
What it's supposed to do is, when the Pokemon you're using is opposite gender, it gets a bonus. But I think that this is more narrative and contextual. And,
Oh, definitely. It's going to be a pretty big bonus. Just like being stoned. It's not a real status, but we're going to give it one. So, okay. Let's just... Wait, I wrote this down. I totally made notes. Where is it? So, what is the bonus the Love Ball would usually give?
I'm checking real fast. So it is a minus 15 if opposite gender.
Okay, so minus 15. That's 25.
Infatuated is a status effect, though.
Yes, it is. So I'm taking that into account. So that's minus 3. So you're already at minus 15. So I'd go down to minus 18. Minus 28.
Woo.
I just need to figure out what stoned would count as. So I guess stoned is somewhere between sleep and paralysis. And paralysis is 7, and sleep is 10. So
8?
let's. I'm gonna say 9, because it's closer to sleep than paralysis. So we're at minus 15, 18, 28 because of its level, 37.
Come on, you can do that.
Yeah, so D100 minus 37. Nat 1. Jesus fucking. Just to point out, you could capture a legendary with that.
I
That's
think
perfect.
it's appropriate. It's standing still and yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, just my own, like, amusement. How do you where do you tap with a ball? How do you just bop it, or do you try and coax it in, because you're just holding this stump with a ghostly figure kind of just chilled out in it.
As Amelia got the ball out, I switched it so I was cradling it, and then I just take the.
So yeah, you can now add a Phantump to your collection. The Phantump is level 25. So
Smoochie will begin to tug on Ever's pant leg, or poke at her leg, and point at the ball. Daily.
What?
Points at the ground.
Not sure what Smoochie wants, but I put the ball on the ground.
Smoochie tries to activate it to let the Pokemon out.
yeah, you just click the button and it goes whoop,
and then
the fan.
Sorry. No, then Smoochie takes the Phantom's hand, and they walk together.
Aww. I mean, not thankfully. Afflictions like confusion and infatuation, and I'm gonna say stoned. We need a better term for this new status we just invented. They usually end when you get put inside a Pokeball because they're temporary. But for character reasons, there'll be some lingering, this is nice. And Phantom will. Well, you realize there's a little bit of difficulty with the hand holding. Being Ghost and Normal type, they can't really touch each other.
Oh, it's so tragic.
I mean, Smoochie can hold its antler. Can hold the one solid wooden part of it.
Yep. Doing that.
A tragic love.
Sorry, just everything in my mind now is Smoochie just dragging this little thing along like a teddy bear.
That is something of the attitude of okay, you're mine now.
I don't know why that amuses me so much. Oh dear, there we go. I've got it. I've got my stuff together. I promise. I don't have anything together. All right. So, Eva, you now have a Phantom. Yay! I can't add that to the stream right now because I'm not in charge of that. But we'll take that in account for next time. Is this you finally getting 6 Pokemon?
Yes, I finally have 6 Pokemon.
Finally have a full team.
Awesome.
Alrighty. now that that's happened, you can see yourself outside of the woods. You know what? Let me reveal a little bit of what this stuff is up here, because you've not really been able to see it. As you step outside of the woods, you can see there's a lot of, just straight forward grass ahead of you, and you're also next to what appears to be quite a high mountain ledge. And if you look up onto the mountain, you can see that there is an area on there which appears to lead into some kind of cave. But other than that, you can just keep progressing. You know you are supposed to be heading northeast to head towards Fight Town, but there's a cave there to explore at some other point in time if you so choose.
Oh, what's this? Is this white and black thing in the world?
No, that's
okay. Ignore
me
that. It's all right.
Not moving a cursor out of the way when I took the screenshot.
All right. I think I'm ready to just continue onward, northward.
Alrighty. So, while you're progressing northward, this is not going to take you very long, but just for funsies, is there any character interaction, Pokemon interaction, any such thing like that with all of the team?
Smoochie's just walking along, sharing bits of leaves with the Phantom.
Is Smoochie just getting this thing high?
Yeah, sort of.
Can't tell if a bad friend or a good friend.
What? So you know how Amelia is really manipulative and evil?
Yeah.
I think that her Pokemon might actually be the person that taught her to be like that.
Wonderful. Okay. So, aside from that, is there anything else that people would like to explore / mess around with? Because it'd be fun and interesting.
Ever. Do you know what you're gonna call it?
Just wrote it down. I'm gonna call it Ash.
That's a good name. Clementine, do you know anything about forests like this? What kind of things are in them? What kind of things we can eat might be in them?
Probably shouldn't eat the mushrooms.
Probably not a good idea.
That's all I got.
All right. Can I roll a wisdom check to see what kind of stuff is in this forest?
You could go and forage from the forest. Yeah, wisdom sounds justified to me.
What do we got?
15.
Yeah.
Okay. You know that some trees, the sap inside of them can be used as some kind of that's where maple syrup comes from. So stuff like that, maybe. It's not really a great food source, but it exists.
Mm-hmm.
There might be some berries. This is quite a dark forest, and whilst not swampy, it's definitely dank. So there's definitely going to be mushrooms lying around.
Here's just a more general question. Are there animals other than Pokemon?
See, this is something which is so heavily debated and discussed in the Pokemon community.
Can I shoot a deer?
I mean, you can shoot a deer-ling thing Pokemon.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue with Pokemon and the establishment of like, ooh, other animals, like the answer is at one point in the history of Pokemon as a franchise, yes, there were, but there isn't anymore. There's all kinds of ludicrous fan theories out there about, like, ooh, it's natural evolution. Animals become Pokemon. People were once Pokemon. Like, I don't know. It's all kinds of nonsense, and there's all kinds of people who will wax lyrical about it for ages and ages.
Well,
and ages.
the whole people or Pokemon were once people thing came from the game. A little lore about Abra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's lots of weird lore. Phantom is meant to be the spirit of a child, who's gone and possessed a tree
After they got lost.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bit disturbing. As someone who I have personally bred phantoms in the past, so specifically because I wanted a shiny one because the shiny one is dope as hell.
I'll look that up.
So technically, if that's true, in order for me to create that one shiny phantom that took over like 1,000, that means 1,000 children died. Like, that doesn't sound right. So the Pokedex is, I don't know if you trust it or if it's like the original one was this and then it's spun off and created this. But on the whole like, is there meat?
Because we've eaten a lot of meat so far in this campaign.
I'm going to say it lived, like, the Pokemon world it's essentially post-scarcity, so it's fine. It's basically manufactured, like, grown in labs. So
we can't hunt.
You can, but you would have to hunt a Pokemon, and I don't know if you guys want to do that.
Wait, didn't we kill a Pokemon like 12 feet back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was technically in self-defense.
Yeah.
You want to go out of your way to actively
No,
hunt
I'm
down.
thinking they're already dead. Might as well.
Well, it was a frog. More specifically, a poison frog.
Okay.
I think that's a good thing to eat.
How about I make a
the other one-
salad out of the other one?
Oh, God. Yeah, you can make a salad out of a Venus flytrap.
That's totally how that works.
Sure.
A lot of imagination.
I put other things in it.
I mean, do you guys not have, like, food rations?
Look,
I do.
Clementine has like a bag full of waffles right now.
I forgot about that.
I was looking for something more healthy because I've certainly not eaten anything healthy so far.
Oh, yeah, you can double back and go and...
I just tell my Ralts to just go and float away and go fetch some bits, bring them back, and.
Sorry, I just started thinking about Pokemon. It's like, okay, so it's a plant. That's fine. I can pretend, it's just like a sapient plant. Don't need to think. It doesn't have like internal organs like humans would comprehend. But then it reproduces via eggs.
Yep.
Huh?
Don't ask too many questions.
Yeah. And this is the problem when you take a game intended for children where they try and like go, don't think about reproduction, kids. Eggs. And this is what happens because adults then start to go, so is it alive like an animal or is it a plant that for some reason lays an egg?
It's just a seed that's shaped like an egg.
Sure. Yeah, that's how it works. All grass type Pokemon that, I mean, I don't even want to get started on, how
Ghost eggs.
Yeah, Ghost and Steel. Some of them are like little robots. How?
Mechanical egg.
It's a clockwork
I think
egg.
the correct answer is we just don't think about it. So yeah, you can go collect all the vines and the leaves and all of that. You can make your murder salad.
It's my favorite kind of salad.
Jesus Christ.
Murder salad.
You stopping and having a little break to enjoy your murder
Yeah,
salad?
I'll just like eat it out of a bowl as we go.
Oh God, I've got this awful image. I need to stop saying things. I need to stop thinking things, and then having the need to say them. The actual headpiece of the carnivine. Do you convert that to be like eating utensils?
No, it's large enough to be a bowl.
Oh. Oh my God, it's a travel ball that folds out. You can just fold it and put it away. And it's got cute little eyes on it and everything.
I got rid of the eyes. That's weird.
Yeah, Clementine's just gonna eat waffles.
Does anyone, like... We should all be scared and concerned for Amelia.
If we weren't before, I don't think we're gonna be there now.
No, it's fine. We'll apply the let's try to not think about it route.
It's a thing with this character of with everything you do, you want to show off who you are. And
Yeah,
that's what she's doing.
It's fine. It's like... It's essentially like big dick energy. Like, just everywhere. Like, look, I'm in charge. I can do it.
I'll eat
That's
your
such
Pokemon.
an old meme. That's such an old, bad meme. There needs to be a better phrase for it. I'm sure there is somewhere.
So, as we are going north, is there anything we can see, like, to remark on?
Well, as you progress north, walking alongside this mountainous ridge and whatnot, eventually, if I ping you to it, and then you come across a break in the mountain where, yet again, just like before, there is a small scene ongoing where what you can see is there are two halves to this mountain, and there appears to be like a small entryway and steps going up on each of the sides. And there is a small little panda-like Pokemon who seems to be stood there with its arms crossed, but it, like one hand, like one little finger up, and it seems to be thinking deeply, like stroking its chin, going, And presented on either side, leading up to the two different sides of the mountain, there appears to be two almost diametrically opposed sets of Pokemon. And they seem to be... Well, you can't speak Pokemon. But they seem to be, like, conversing between each other. And it seems as if they are attempting to coerce the Pancham to their specific side. It's almost like an argument or discourse.
I really like how you describe these interesting and epic scenes, and then my character immediately shows up and just pulls her cell phone out and starts scanning everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna scan things as well.
Which puts me up to 79.
So that's a level up for you.
Yes.
Also, in the midst of all of this, above this area and some of the built stuff, there appears to be this steely feathered bird, which is just kind of sat watching everything going on. Going,
can I have the name of that panda thing?
Pancham. Do you need the names of all of them?
No, just I want the just to get a high quality picture. It's not cute enough. Just wanted to get a good look at it.
Wait, did you just say Pancham's not cute enough?
Yeah, no, not good enough.
You hurt me.
And the names of all the other Pokemon, for those who have scanned them, there is Sork, the Karate Pokemon, Throw, the Judo Pokemon, Solrock, the Sunstone, Lunatone, the Moonstone, and Skarmory, the Steel Wing Pokemon.
I almost
So,
like the Skarmory, but I don't think so. Because, like I said, my character's extremely picky.
I just love how there's like this really detailed scene. You guys walk up, all get your phones out, start taking pictures
Yep.
and scanning.
I'm
After
swiping.
a few moments,
Nope. Nope. Nope.
after a few moments, the blue humanoid and the red humanoid kind of turn and realize that they're being watched. And the blue humanoid kind of takes like this karate fighting stance, you know, one hand lifted up, and goes Saw! And it looks like defensive, but then goes, okay, not doing anything. Then the red humanoid one, Throw, kind of looks, and a big smile comes across its face, and it looks over at the Sork, kind of has like a, you don't know what it's saying, but it's got like, looks at the Pancham, flexes, throw, looks over at all of you guys, and like slaps its chest twice and holds its hands out, essentially saying, "Come at me, bro. Fight me."
Smoochie looks at all these things and is kind of looks at them kind of questioningly, like, you challenging me? Me?
The roar.
Smoochie steps forward. Yeah. Smoochie is ready for a one-on-one with whatever this thing is.
Throw.
Throw.
What's Smoochie's speed? It's pretty abysmal if memory serves. It's like 2, right? Okay, well, thankfully for you, I think Throw is pretty abysmal speed-wise. Okay. Not as bad. Let me just make note of its hit points somewhere so I don't forget. It will be moving first. If nobody's intervening, Smoochie and Throw are about to throw down.
That was
Fight
terrible.
IRL.
That was good though.
I didn't even mean to. Okay, so Throw will move first due to having the highest speed. And what is it going to do? Do 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 do. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna do that. So, wait, let me check because there's quite a big distance. It might not be able to get over to you. Oh no, it's got an overland of 8. Yikes! This boy can move.
Come at me.
Speedy boy.
Yeah. So, what the Throw is going to do is it speeds over to Jigglypuff. As it starts moving, you see its hands. It raises them up like above its head, and it's kind of charging with its hands going. Throw! And as it gets close, it grabs Jigglypuff. Thank God. Just made it.
Lucky we don't have any evasion at all.
Yeah. It grabs you. It grabs Jigglypuff, spins around, and just throws Jigglypuff on the ground. It goes, throw! That is a physical fighting type You only take normal damage from fighting, thankfully.
Is that normal defense or special defense?
Normal.
Okay. How much is the damage?
45. So big boy.
Minus that much. Okay.
And after that, in the peanut gallery here, the little Pancham takes one step closer towards being at that side. It goes, "Ooh, Pancham! Pan. It's impressed by what it's just seen this one do.
All right.
Looks like it might be joining that team, if that's what's going on over there.
We're gonna do double slap.
All right. Slap away.
Whoops. Did the wrong thing, but oh no, it worked.
Yeah, that's a hit. So you can hit again. And again. And again. And go for the fifth. Okay, so all 5 of those are hits. Let me check throws defense.
How tall is this thing?
Valid question. I know it's not a large creature, so like it's probably not like super tall.
Mm-hmm.
But let's find out. Throw.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like, if it, yeah, where Smoochie will be stabbing.
Okay, throw is 4'3".
Okay. Jigglypuff's actually not massively shorter than that. Definitely shorter than that, but Jigglypuffs are surprisingly big.
Oh yeah, they're like great big balls of floof.
So Jigglypuff or Smoochie steps forward and places one arm around the back of its left knee, and then jabs at the inside of that thigh 5 times in a row.
Yeah. Okay, I'm very
Cutting
glad
all
right
of
now
the
that I gave
important
it.
arteries and veins right there.
Okay, so let's add all of these together. So 29, 26, 26, 27, 26. I should have done that with a calculator at hand. Okay, 26 plus 26 plus 26. 6 plus 27 plus 29 and minus defense. Jesus Christ, man. These repeating moves are flipping broken in this game.
They are broken.
I mean, okay, this thing doesn't have amazing defense. It looks almost like it's gone in that one round.
Nice.
And it takes a knee as the Pancham takes one step away. It goes. It's not as impressed as it was before. So, what the throw does is it's going to muster all of its strength.
Actually, it's still my turn.
Oh yes, it is. It's your turn as Amelia.
Yes. And so I'm going to step forward and use treat wounds, healing 40 hit points.
Okay. To smooch it.
Smoochy.
Oh no.
So,
This thing doesn't even have enough Oh, it can do that though. That will work. Because the other thing I had, no, it would have to take a hit first for it to work, and
So, double slap is only every other turn, but I have a different, very powerful attack to alternate between them because it's also every other turn. So I can just bounce between those two very powerful attacks.
Okay. So, what the throw does is it seems to... Yeah, that's correct. It seems to emanate like this red, visceral rage as it takes all of the pain it was just given, and you see its muscles kind of bulk up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I know what this is.
As minimum damage, really. Oh
On
no,
one of the
it got
dice.
one. Yeah. As it bulks itself up, raises one hand and slams down on Jigglypuff's head and tries to like push Jigglypuff into the ground a little bit with it. So yeah, 64 damage to Jigglypiggly.
Okay. I do the math on that real fast. 64. Yeah, that hurts. That hurts for sure. Alright. Now it's Jiggly's turn.
I mean, that was this Pokemon's like gambit. Like, all right, I've got to take it out this turn. Like, yeah, it's not a surprise to tell you, it is literally on 1 hit point.
Alright. Well, I'm going to use round.
Okay, don't think you've ever used round before.
It's a new ability that Smoochie just got. It's an AoE attack. Dealing 40 damage to... yeah, actually, Smoochie would have moved to, like, here to not hit Amelia with it, because it hits all enemies within 3 tiles for, 40 damage, and it increases in damage every time it's used.
Yeah. Round's great. Round works really well if you've got multiple Pokemon using it together.
Yes.
But as you do that, Smoochie was being held down like this giant, like, because Throw's got a big meaty man hand, is the only way I can describe it. It's kind of like this 3-pronged thing. It goes through. It's trying to like hold Smoochie down, and Smoochie just like grabs a finger, bends it back, walks around, and goes, "Jiggly!" And Throw just collapses next to you.
There we go.
The little floating moon will kind of float over and pick up the Throw and try to leave if nobody stops it.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll want experience for that, won't you?
Please.
Okay, so for Throw, it's level 25, and you times that by 30. So 30 times 25, 750 experience.
Thank you.
So the Lunatone has kind of carried this little wounded poor soul back, and the Pancham turns and looks to the karate fellow and is like, Pancham, almost as if say like, all right, so what can you do? And the Sork will step forward.
Hang on real fast.
It does not make eye contact with the Jigglypuff at all.
I need to heal Jigglypuff real fast so that we can get back into it.
Well, it kind of looks to literally anybody but Jigglypuff. It's almost as if it's going, I don't want to fight that.
Smoochie's like staying in the way, like body blocking him. After I heal Smoochie for 80 hit points, putting her back up all the way to full.
Does anybody else care to fight this thing instead, or are you going, nah, Smoochie, go. Smoochie, just get all the experience for yourself.
If y'all want to, you can do it. But Smoochie is thinks that this thing's a coward and wants to show it.
Hey, Bonnie, do you care if I use my new Pokemon? Almost got all the stats in.
Do you want them to fight together? Because I don't think it... Well, maybe.
I mean, if you want two things to fight, the Soul Rock will come and join in. I'll be like, ooh, I'm helping.
That could work, because...
Go for it.
Oh, well, yeah. How does that work as far as types? Like, fighting would deal nothing against Ghost, but it's also grass? Is that still nothing?
It's still nothing, you know.
Then if it's only that
you could
thing,
be Ghost.
Maybe you...
Yeah, like...
Yeah?
Because if you have, like, an ignore, whatever it's called, immune, you're immune. You know, like...
Cool.
It's why electric flying types are kind of broken. Because the one thing they're weak to being, you know, like ground.
So it's also why like Dark Ghost makes
That's pretty brutal
makes
too,
it
yeah.
so now it has no weaknesses.
That was true until Fairy, yes.
Well, yeah, Fairy changed.
All right, if you want to one-on-one this guy, yeah, go for it. It's probably gonna be a slightly longer fight because you like pick at him and he punches through your character. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, it's slightly more humiliating where it can't even hit you.
However, Smoochie is off to the side, ready to blindside this guy if the fight starts looking bad.
Okay. Do you have Phantom Speed?
8.
8. Okay, so let me look at Sork. Sork is much faster. Oh dear. Okay, I can tell you this now. Sork can't actually hit you. I've just looked at his moveset. Well, it's a moveset because it doesn't have a gender. Because I don't gender wild Pokemon. It has 3 fighting type moves and a normal move.
That's what happens when you fight a wild Pokemon.
Yeah. The only thing it can do is focus energy on itself. But you know what? For comedy... So in that case, since it can't actually hit you, I do not need to roll a single thing for it. I mean, it might tag out partway into the fight and be like, Solrock, I can't hit it, you go. So we can just describe it instead, and you can just beat it up for funsies.
Okay. I'm gonna use Feint Attack on it.
Okay. Feint Attack never misses, so that's an instant hit.
It can't hit, and you can't miss.
This is beautiful.
25. You notice that the Feint Attack doesn't seem to be that effective. But, you know, you can just stand here and chip damage it.
Doesn't matter. He's just flicking it over and over again until it dies.
What's its physical defense? 10. So, half of 25 goes down to 13.
You deal 3 damage.
Yep.
How many rounds would it take at that rate?
20.
That's okay.
So
I got another plan.
I mean, so what it does is you do that. Yeah, it's focused energy. It's like, oh, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna beat you up. Yada yada yada. It lifts its leg up to try and kick Phantom in the face, and it just passes through twice. It goes kick, kick, and the Sork's there thinking it's like really cool. And goes sock, 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 sock.
Yeah, see, if it had been a trained Pokemon, they would have seen that and fixed that in some way. But it's a wild Pokemon, so it just doesn't know.
Hold on. I'm gonna use Confuse Ray, but I realized I didn't put down a range for how that works. But Confuse Ray can't miss either.
Nope.
And it confuses all targets it hit.
What's the range?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on, because I should still have it from my stats for Phantom. So, Confuse Ray has a range of 10, so it's a 1 meter wide beam. So basically, what you do is you can fire a beam 10 meters, and everything in that beam gets confused. Ah, shit. Solrock is lined up right
Nice.
I didn't do it on purpose.
Whoops, that's unfortunate.
Okay. So they are both now confused. Let me check how confusion works. I've got rules. Would it be under status afflictions where it yes, it would be.
Confusion is one of the most dangerous status effects ever. I had Pokemon who could tank poison for, an eternity, but Confusion, they would just destroy themselves.
Because it's based on your own attack stat. That
walk into a cave with a level 60 Pokemon and get just wrecked by Zubats.
Yeah. There's this really, really broken thing you can do. It doesn't really work super effectively anymore. But if you ever want to troll people in the competitive Pokemon battling scene, get a Zubat, EV train the crap out of it, make it, attract Confuse Ray, bite. Oh no, fake out and bite and give it a King's Rock, because then it increases its chance of flinching. Because then you confuse something, attract something, so that has reduced its movement down to 1 in 4 turns. It will actually be able to get a chance, but then you can also flinch every turn. And if you paralyze as well, you reduce their chance of movement to 1 in 8 turns. It's harsh.
No.
I've seen a Zubat sweep legendary Pokemon with that tactic. Okay.
So as we continually destroy these things,
you're just demolishing their egos. These big, strong fighting types. Okay, I've got how Confuse works here. So, before using a move or shifting, roll 1d20. On 1 to 10, you deal twice your stab to yourself. Do not apply weaknesses. On 11 to 15, you may use a move and shift as normal. On 16 to 20, you are cured of your confusion. All right. So 50% chance it's just going to hit itself in the face. What is its stab damage?
Is it level divided by 5 or something? I forget.
Okay, you know what? I can figure this out quite easily. So if I just roll that.
Yeah, you've rolled an attack. I should. 5?
Yeah, 5. So it'll just keep hitting itself for 10 damage. So, rolling d20. That's a 3. Punch itself in the face for 10 damage. -10. And the Soul Rock in the background is going to do the same. That's a 4. Also, punch itself in the face for 10 damage.
Somehow.
I don't know. It thought real hard at itself. What's your hit points? 67, so you're down to 57. I swear if this Phantom tanks both of these without even dealing any damage to them. So that's their moves wasted. Phantom again.
I'm actually gonna roll AC this time for Leech Seed. On stock.
This is why Phantom are also fantastic. Like, there are so many really trolly things you can do.
Confuse combined with Leech Seed? That's pretty brutal.
Is it just a 1d20 to roll for AC check?
Yeah, just flat d20. Crit. I mean, you're not dealing damage, so that's fine. As Ash spews some seeds, they wrap their way around, and yeah, the Sork is going to try and attack again. 2, another 10 damage, and Leech Seed drains an 1/8 of their maximum hit points, right?
Yes.
Okay, so maths. 58 divided by 8 is 7. But we'll round up. So minus another 8 hit points from Leech Seed. Phantom gains 8 hit points, but it hasn't lost. The Soul Rock 3. Jesus Christ. And Phantom again.
I mean, it's faint attack.
Yeah, go for it. Just keep wailing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was better.
Can you get the
so
crit even though...
you need to roll another d10.
Nice.
Okay, so that is 35, half it because it's fighting type. So half of 35 is 17. Oh dear. Minus 10 for its defense, so 7 damage. Oh no, wait, we'll round up. So we'll say it was 18, not 17. So 8 damage.
These little hits are going to pile up.
Oh yeah. The Sork is not looking great. 9. Getting closer. Minus 10. And then minus 8 from Leech Seed. It's on exactly 1 hit point. Meanwhile, the Soul Rock has snapped out of confusion because that is an 18 as it starts spinning around on its axes and it's gone. And it looks like it's about ready to rush in and help its friend out.
Smoochie will intercept. You're not in this fight. It's a 1v1.
Okay, so, well, the Sork wasn't looking like it was going to fight. It looks like it was going to grab its friend and fly off like the other one did.
Oh, no. Fight's not over yet.
Still going, no. So, it starts trying to move in. It wasn't going to use a move. It was going to just grab its friend. So, Smoochie, you can walk over and just stab it.
Not gonna attack it yet. Just block him.
Its path.
Inflate and not give him space to pass through. And let Ever keep going.
Okay, Ever. How do you finish off this poor 1 hit point Sork that has just slapped itself in the face?
Just a tackle. Ooh, just barely hit.
It's a lot
Just
of damage, though.
donk. Donk. So that's minus 19 after taking its attack or defense into account. As Ash rears its head back and just donks with the solid stump on its head, and the Sork just collapses to his knees. You Phantom will probably get, I think it's the same. I think it'll be 750 like it was for the throw.
Nice.
Yep, 750 experience. And what are you doing about the Soul Rock? Because that looks like it's just going to grab its friend
it
and
can go now.
scurry
That's
off.
fine.
So, yep, it grabs its friend, carries its friend back, and Sorok's there, and the Pancham is like, "Blech, you're all weak and pathetic," and starts walking away from them. The Soul Rock and the Lunatone do not take too kindly to that, because even though they didn't interact, they're feeling somewhat insulted. So, what moves do they have? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, what they're both gonna do is the Soul Rock is gonna like start spinning and like that way, like a steering wheel, and the Lunatone's gonna start spinning on its axis as well. And they are both going to fire out a psychic attack at the Pancham, which really hurts it. In fact, collectively, like I know there's zero way that Pancham is still conscious after being hit with both of those attacks.
What's this bird doing?
Quick, the Skarmory is just sitting there, kind of watching everything and chuckling to itself. Going, ska. It was just watching some weird scene going on. How do you interact? Like, how do you all react to this little Pancham being so harshly attacked like that?
I mean, I don't care that much.
I mean, Ever cares more about the fact that Phantom won.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And Smoochie is gonna move forward.
Clementine, how have you felt during all of this? You know, these are pretty fair fights. You know, there wasn't any cheating, anything nasty going on, and then these two mean rocks were just like, blah, and attacked this little panda for no good reason aside from it laughed at them when they proved they weren't strong enough.
I missed.
Yeah, Clementine's gonna send Prince over here. Kind of be like, what the fuck? That was not nice. They lost fair and square. Once.
And, these two rocks, they're looking a little bit full of themselves. They look like they'd be down to fight, to slam down. Yeah, in fact, if rocks could laugh, it looks like they're laughing at the fact they just beat up that little panda.
Smoochie's gonna like jump onto the Soul Rock and begin to snap those little spines off the edge of it.
Just
Jesus.
Smoochie's a flippin' monster.
Oh, yeah. using her knife as.
Well, okay.
The stabbing.
Yeah. That'll hit. Also hit. Also hit. Also hit.
There we go.
No. Okay. Thankfully, it won't do nearly as much damage. Because it's immediately halved because of its rock typing. And its physical defense 14. Wow, that's good.
That is good.
So,
yeah.
In fact, of all of these halved, yeah, each attack is going to do 1 damage.
That's too bad.
So you did 5 damage to it.
All right. Maybe we gotta switch to another Pokemon. What kind of moves do you have? Ooh. Do that. But yeah. I mean, what happens next? Not turn, I suppose.
Well, after Smooch doing that, the highest speed, I'm assuming, is probably Sylveon. Like, Sylveon's a pretty speedy Pokemon. What is Prince's speed?
11.
Okay, yeah. These 2 rocks are not faster than that. So, Sylveon. What do?
So Sylveon's gonna go bite a rock.
As you do,
Like you do.
just munch down on it.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. That'll hit 32. That can, since that is super effective, that will be doubled to 64. And then take its physical defense into account, which is 13. 64 minus 13 is 49.
Look, biting rocks is effective, okay?
Yeah, it was immensely effective as the Soul Rock kind of goes, well, not Soul Rock, Lunatone. It starts shaking in the air a little bit and almost losing its levitation, going, oh dear. Oh no.
Oh no.
What is Phantomp's speed? I think you told me before, but I forgot. Nerdy, you might be muted.
Sorry, what was it?
What is Phantom speed? I think you mentioned before.
It was 8.
8. Okay, so the rocks are going to move first. And what are they going to do? Well, let's do Soul Rock first, because it's the one being chipped away at. Yeah. So, what it does is it lines, because what Rock Slide can do is it will hit everything in an area like that. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, there's no one else lined up, so it doesn't really matter. So it just creates a bunch of rocks and drops them on Jigglypuff for 41 damage.
All right.
Like you do.
And... All right.
And the Lunatone... can't really do much. So what it is going to do is it just starts glowing and going, no, protect myself. And it's trying to keep itself safe. So then it'll be Phantom.
Ever? You're up.
Looking at real quick.
Sorry.
I'm gonna move Fantup a little closer to Lunatone and use Leech Seed.
Okay, go for it.
Oh wait, I remember.
That's a second nat 20 on leech seeding. Okay, let me check Lunatone's max hit points. 64, 1/8 of that is 8 exactly. So remind me, does the leech seed take place like after your turn or after their turn? We've got it down here. At the beginning of each of the target's turn. Okay, so yeah, that'll take effect when it next comes round for Lunatone because it moves faster than you. Smoochie.
All right, I'm gonna make a gamble. I'm gonna do round. Well, first I'm gonna move here, so that I won't wait. 1, 2. Hang on. Need to make sure that I'm not gonna hit that thing because I don't want.
Oh, that's flying in the air.
Okay.
Don't worry. There's
All right, then I'm gonna stay right
yeah.
there. I'm gonna use a round.
Okay.
Wait, no, and I have to roll more damage.
Oh, please do.
So. Oh no, it's not. It's not more. It's just instead of a +8, it's a +20 on the damage.
Okay, so add 12 onto that.
And that is special attack, which I'm hoping it has less special defense than it does have physical defense. I might be wrong, but I was hoping.
They're almost the same, but there is a slight difference. So, okay, so adding another 12 onto that, taking up to 57. Half it because it's normal type, so half of 57 is 20. 20. Well, it'd be 28.5, wouldn't it?
Were you running up before? Or down?
Up for ease. So we'll call it 29. That's 57. That's not right. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So 29, take into account its special defense, which is 13. So that's 16 damage.
That's a bit more sizable.
I just need to move Smoochie out the way for a second. I mean, this thing has been slapping itself in the face
yes,
a while.
I was also counting on it being a bit weaker.
It's still going, but that looked sizable. You know, you definitely know
also,
if you
next time I use it, it's more powerful. Also, actually, hang on. That damage also applies to the other creature that's right next to me.
The unconscious one. Okay. It's defense. Yikes. Oh no. Sork has got like no special defense. You're killing this thing. Sork's special defense is 10. It doesn't resist. So 57 gets reduced to 47. So it was already on -18, -47, -65. I think you made that Sork die by singing. It might just...
Nice.
Oh no, it only had 58 hit points. It's dead.
Yep, alright.
This unconscious Sork on the floor, Jigglypuff starts going, Jiggly! And you just see a little trickle of blood drip out of its ear.
Alright.
Yikes. And that would bring us back round to Sylveon.
So we're gonna bite the rock again because that worked really well.
Bite it!
Nang, 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 nang.
That will hit. 33 doubles 66. Yeah. So 66. Let me take in its defense, which I was literally just looking at, but I've already forgotten. Defense of 13. So 66 is dropped down to 53. Minus 53. Badoosh. It is still alive, but it is unconscious. And cracks are starting to form in the side of it. It would now have been the Lunatone's turn, but it's going to take another 8 points of damage from the Leech Seed.
Oops.
How close is it to being dead now? Like, well and truly dead. Okay. 18 hit points, and that Lunatone is split in half. The Soul Rock is kind of struggling because so many of these Pokemon did not have, like, all it can do is boost its speed and defense because the two moves it's used. Oh, that's Lunatone. Look at Solrock. Oh, yeah, all Solrock can do because the other 3 of its moves are battle-only moves.
Oh, okay.
It already used Psywave.
Oh,
It's used Rock Slide.
can't do those again.
And the other move...
Awesome.
Yeah, and the other move, it's useless because it's like a tactical move. So Solrock just stands there and boosts its defense. It goes boop.
Is that normal defense? Not even special defense?
It raises both normal and special
Okay.
because it's using Cosmic Power.
Well,
But
Weesh.
so then it would be Phantom.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I use Confuse Ray right here, would it hit Jigglypuff from this angle?
You fire in a straight line. Nope.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit Solrock with Confuse Ray again.
Yeah, it's just standing there going whoop, whoop, trying to boost its defenses, and then it just kind of goes slightly off kilter as Jigglypuff goes in for the kill.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Unfortunately, I can't do a round until my next turn, so I might actually not be able to take it down. Because we've proven that double slap doesn't do anything, and I'm not gonna rest. So, geez, yeah. I mean, yeah, Jigglypuff's gonna stab it. I'm gonna try. It's not gonna do anything, but I'm gonna try. Missed. So never mind. It's
Missed.
fine. It's not really changing anything.
Okay. Sylveon. Prince. What's Prince gonna do?
I mean, Rock is down, right?
Yeah.
Prince is gonna step back and
You're
let
like,
Jigglypuff finish what Jigglypuff is doing.
I mean, if Phantom wanted to, I don't know if Phantom could make it over there. A feint attack would probably finish it off.
Oh, is it down?
Because it is Phantom's turn. Well, hang on, it's Solrock's turn first. That's a 3. Hits itself in confusion. Takes 10 damage. It cannot... the Lunatone also takes another 8 damage from Leech Seed.
If it's fainted, the Leech Seed stop.
Does it stop? No. I want it to slowly have all its life force drained out by plants.
Leech Seed. I just wrote it down. Lasts until the target faints or returns to Pokemon.
I mean, I guess that makes sense, so you couldn't just stand there and keep getting health back off of a Pokemon that can't do anything. It kind of makes sense. So, Phantom. There's this one Soul Rock left.
Yeah, Phantom can move 6 by sky if it flies over there. And please do not fall off my leg, cat. Thank you. Alright. Faint attack. That damage.
Okay, Feint Attack is super effective against this rock. So that is doubled to 54, taking its raised defense. It had a physical defense of 14, but it has gone up 1 stage. So let me look at my little chart. Combat stages chart. It's only gone up 1 stage. So it was 14, so that goes up to 17. 54 minus 17 is numbers. It's more than 10, which is how many hit points it has left. It's unconscious. It's down.
Yay!
Okay, I'll quickly tell you the experience from that whole thing, and we are a little bit late for when we take a break, but I think beating up some rocks is a good place to lead us into a break. So the experience, exactly the same as the other two, so that's 750 for each of them. Nice. So that is 1,500 total. And when we get back from this little quick 5-minute break, I'll tell you what happens next in this lovely little scene.
All right, hang on. Let me set things up. How fast? There. All right, yeah, we're gonna go to the break. It's just a few minutes.
Alrighty. Alrighty, hello and welcome back to the party, everybody. If you're just joining us, hey, it's a great channel and a great community. There's a Discord down below where you can go and join and find out more about what is going on all over this amazing platform all of the time. So, we will jump right back in to where we left off. And the battle ended with our new friend Ash rushing over and just feint attacking one of these mean rocks that mercilessly attacked a poor little Pancham. Immediately after doing so, the Phantom turns around and it's doing a little cheer. It looks at Smoochie, it's doing a little, yeah, Phantom. And it turns around to look at Eva. And as it's kind of doing a little happy dance, you notice the the stump around its head, well, which is its head, beginning to grow. As the phantom itself starts to glow, and you physically see the wood grow and twist and turn, and it seems to turn and grow out into these arms and grow taller, and essentially turn into a small tree. When the light passes and fades, stood in the place of where this little phantom was is this kind of large, kind of scary looking, big tree that kind of looks around and just goes, Trevenant! And looks at its hands, and it kind of claps them together because it has real hands for the first time. It goes, Trev! And it holds out one of its big claws to Smoochie because now it can actually hold Smoochie's hand.
Okay, I go, yay! And I run over and I give it a hug.
Yeah. This big, scary tree gives you a hug. It's very happy. It's very kind. It's very loving, despite being terrifying looking.
Clementine is just gonna start like clapping and cheering.
How tall is it?
Valid question. It is 4'11".
Okay. Smoochie's gonna climb up on top of it.
Sit in between its big tree horn things. Okay. With the battle here being finished with, the Skarmory, which had been watching this whole thing, flies down, sees the Lunatome, which had been bitten, and it sees that it had a few cracks in from Prince, and it starts pecking at the rock. It looks like it can't quite break into the rock with its little pecks. So, what it then does, as the logical next step, is it lifts its wing up. Actually, no, not its wing, because that's a different move entirely. It lifts up one of its feet, and the foot seems to shine and shimmer as a very clear metallic look comes over it, and it uses that and pierces into the Lunatome on the floor, cracking it open, pulling away the rock, and it just starts pecking at whatever was inside.
Ooh. Oh.
Nature's kind of gross.
Brutal.
Ah.
Nature is
Amelia
gross.
rushes over and tries to see what it's looking for.
If you rush over, you see that around, like, on the inside of the Lunatome, because where it's cracked, you can kind of see there is like something. There is like a life force inside of it. The rock is like a protective shell. There is like flesh and meat and living organism inside of it, and the Skarmory is kind of picking away at that.
Huh. Okay. Never mind.
The Skarmory is being a scavenger and just like, hey, other people did all the work. I'm gonna sit and eat this stuff now.
Okay. I was hoping he had found a moonstone. Never mind.
That is something I hadn't thought of.
No, if there were moonstones inside of those things, they would be hunted to extinction. So it's probably best that it doesn't have one in it.
Well, I know there is a chance, like a random chance, that Lunatones and Solroks carry moonstones. So I just rolled a d20, and I was going to say, okay, 15, it had one. Yeah, got a 17 on a dice, random chance. So.
Oh!
Yeah, you do see there's a little shard of a moonstone in there.
I would take that if I can.
Yeah, if you just like slip your hand in, the Skarmory will look and go, skirt. If you go,
you want to eat a
point at
rock?
the stone, it doesn't care about. It kind of shakes its head, goes, skirt, skirt, skirt.
All right, that's what I thought. And I stick it in my bag, hidden away, because there's no way I'm using that.
You don't want a Wigglytuff.
No, I don't. No one wants
Jiggly's
a
where it's
Wigglytuff.
at.
I want the stats from the Wigglytuff, but I don't want a Wigglytuff.
Okay. What is everybody else doing during the aftermath of this battle? I mean, when the Skarmory's done here, it's going to go crack open on the Solrock as well. It looks like it likes eating these
Question.
rocks. Yes.
Can a Pokemon get plastic surgery to look like... Can a Wigglytuff get plastic surgery to look like a Jigglypuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you could make it like tape its ears down so it doesn't have like the big bunny ears, and you could make it like squat and pretend to be smaller, but it will definitely be a Wigglytuff.
Right. That's fine. Yeah, no, it grows about 2 feet in height.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I don't want one.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are done here, you can just leave this wake of destruction.
Yeah, I mean, we did our part. No one want to
Check on the Pancha.
a panda like vest or something, or hat. Maybe some slippers. If not,
You guys are frickin' monsters.
Ever would do it, right? You'd make shoes out of it.
Probably. She'd probably definitely do it if she thought they're gonna be good enough.
We just need a couple more. We can make a Cruella de Vil coat.
Sorry, I just love a chat. Poor little Cubit.
Clementine is just like ignoring that all of this is happening. It's fine.
If I can't see it, it's not happening.
I
mean, if you guys want to skin the Pancham and make a cute little panda backpack,
it would be
I'm
a
not
wonderful
going to
backpack.
I mean, you haven't checked if this thing's even alive
Well,
or
that's
dead
not
yet.
important.
Jesus Christ!
So here's the problem with that, at least forever, is even if she would technically do it to make the shoes, she wouldn't do it herself because she might get her hands dirty.
If Smoochie is there, if that's what Ever wants, Smoochie will help.
Cubit in the stream. In the chat, she's just going, no! Don't do it! I am not condoning this behavior. I am merely allowing
Enabling
it. Yeah. Yeah, Smoochie. Since Smoochie doesn't have like a wisdom score, can you just roll that as if it was Amelia telling Smoochie how to skin this thing?
Okay. Whoops, I messed up. Hang on.
11.
Did it do it?
Okay.
Oh, it did do it.
It's all right. It's not the best job. You skin it, like you don't really get like hands and feet are difficult, but you get like the head and the body.
And then just drag it over to the Skarmory.
Wait, what are you taking over? The rest of
yes,
the
the part we're
corpse
not
or the?
keeping.
Yeah, the Skarmory will take it, pick it up, and just like the Skarmory looks like it's gathering a small hoard of food. You know, Skarmory.
Just fold it up, give it to Ever. Don't let Clementine see.
Clementine is like looking at some flowers or something over somewhere. It's fine.
You're stroking Prince, going, good job.
Yeah, praising Prince. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing's happening here.
Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking monsters. What's wrong with you?
The worst part about this, I'm pretty sure Ever is a worse person than Celine, and Celine's a fucking vampire.
Yeah. You'd better hope we never find those Sableyes again.
Oh, God. Back when the game was more innocent. I think the really bad part is we can actually pinpoint the moment this game turned from cutesy, fun, innocentness to...
Right there. It was the Mankeys.
The Great Mankey Massacre.
All right.
Oh, boy.
With that, you guys continuing northward. Obviously, you look around, you can see there's another cave entrance on the other side. So these obviously, it looks like they are connected to the same mountain. So, it's obviously two separate entrances into the same cave system. What they're connected to, you really don't know. If you if you were to get out like your world map or look at it, you go, oh yeah, okay, that's obviously this big mountain in the center of the region.
Ooh.
Must be different ways of getting into that.
We might escape in there if we need to flee the law.
I mean, the mountain also leads to where the League is, at the very peak of it.
That's probably not a good idea. We'll probably hide in the forest then. Or the swamp. If we get to the swamp, we're fine.
Since the things I wanted to do for the next map, I haven't been able to finish. So I will describe it to you as best as I can. Because if you just continue up northward, you will eventually, I should reveal it so you know what I'm talking about, come across what appears to be a rather large building. There appears to be no way past it, no way around it, just this one big entranceway. And above it, it just says, "Welcome to Fight Town."
Is there a loudspeaker that says it like that?
Yeah, there's a repetitive loudspeaker. You know what? Screw it. Let's go all out.
It's a button, yeah. Sorry, I was about to say, is it like a traffic button you can just press?
Yeah, there's a button, but I was going to describe it. There's kind of like a billboard, but it's like one of those gaudy neon 3D billboards. And leaning out of it is an image. You know what? I am going to let somebody else describe what the person on this looks like, because I know better than to try and describe things. Michi, what does the person on this billboard look like?
They look like me?
I mean, what face are they pulling? Are they doing like a sign? Like, are they doing like an arm gesture? And whenever a button gets pressed, it's their voice and it just kind of comes out, "Welcome to Fight Town! Fight Town! Fight Town!"
Welcome. Welcome.
Yes, that is exactly what's happening. Like this pixelated image, and they're just like, "Hey, welcome to Fight Town! Welcome, welcome, welcome!"
And there's lots of fire on the billboard
Oh, of
around it.
course. There's always fire.
Is
It's
it
like
real fire?
incredibly 90s.
This is one of those dangerous questions that you
No.
better answer correctly. Is that real fire?
No, it is not.
No, no. You are not burning down this entire city.
It's just a malfunction.
Oh, I
I didn't
don't
do
have
anything.
any fire Pokemon. That's good. I can't prove you wrong.
There's no evidence of any arson. The sign had fire on it. It just malfunctioned.
So, do you guys head inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are all those that I
Okay.
see? Those are like tall windows.
Yeah, they appear to be. If you guys head down the the tunnel, like the entryway, it's this long, dark tunnel. The only thing I can really equate it to. This is I've just revealed how unsport person I am. What's the thing called where they walk out of the changing rooms onto the sport field? The sport
But
place?
it's actually literally called a tunnel.
Oh no,
They don't
Yeah.
have like
it's a
special name,
vomitorium.
just a tunnel.
No, it is. No, it is. It's a vomitorium.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of feels like one of them, and like you can see this vague light at the end, and as you walk through, you eventually cross through and step out, and you realize this entire town, this entire city, is inside this building.
Ooh.
This building is huge, and you can see all surrounding it. You know, there's a few small buildings set up. There's a Pokemon Center. There's like a little Pokemart, and there's a few areas here and there. But it is filled with seats. This is a giant stadium. That's what this entire town is. And you look out and you can see there's a bunch of different marked out areas on the floor, which are obviously like battle areas and like all code regulation and all of that. And you see that there are hundreds of people in here gathered. And all around, you know, aside from being general fanfare, like air horns going, and there's so much movement, so much raucous, and there are signs everywhere. And there's all kinds of things, you know, like, it's the Wednesday Mayhem Slam Punchy Punch Down. I'm not good at names. It actually says that on the sign. It says, I'm not good at names.
True, though.
But the biggest one is this one, like, it's super bright colored. It's got like a fire pattern designed around it. And there's this small table, and people seem to be gathering and heading towards it. And written on this sign, you can make it out because it is that obnoxiously big. First of all, there's a picture of the same person from outside doing the same like awkward thumbs up, like, yeah. It obviously looks as if someone asked them, hey, do a cool pose, and went, and it says this, well, it says sign up now for the monthly like flamethrower slam down, and it gives like a vague description of what the event is. Basically, what you can discern is this is some kind of tournament where people compete in teams, and there's a bunch of preliminary rounds, and then when you get to the final rounds, like teams of 4 people battle against each other until a winning team is designated. Then the winning team dukes it out amongst themselves, and the winner is gifted a special Pokemon. Heavily advertised on all of these, the special Pokemon. You know what? I will just show you a picture of what this is instead of describing it to you, and let Shogun just drag you all over and demand that you all take part in this.
Watching.
Where did I put it? Because I know I made the sprite. I made it earlier today.
So
Uh,
basically, I know it's going to be good.
Okay.
Is it going to be good as in I need to compete, or good as in where's the hotel where all the competitors sleep?
Well, that's it. This is obviously there doesn't appear to be a hotel. The main thing, there doesn't really seem to be anywhere for people to stay. Fight Town is almost entirely like self-contained. You come in, you do your stuff, you leave. That's the whole setup for it. Okay, I obviously did a whoopsie and forgot to make a transparent version of it.
That's
So I will just drag it out onto the screen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we're getting that now.
And yeah, zoom it up so everybody can see it.
Yeah.
The prize for winning this is a shiny Vulpix and a Firestone.
Okay. I need to find someone who knows all of the rules to this game.
Yeah, if you go up to the sign-in desk.
Hi. Do you have like a pamphlet, like a copy of the rules?
The person behind the sign-up desk kind of beams at you. This, like, almost... It's not off-putting. It's actually amazingly endearing. But it's almost at that point of, like, there is some positivity and happiness coming off of every single person who seems to be a little bit... Especially to a bunch of cynical people. It's been like, hey now.
No, I've been
This is
acclimatized
suspicious.
to that though. I have Clementine.
Yeah. So, and this person's like, oh, hi, are you wanting to sign up? Do you have a team? Do you want to take part? It's going to be great. We've got a wonderful system here.
Yeah, probably. I just need to look at the rules if I can.
Oh, I can tell you the rules.
Okay.
So, the way the preliminaries work is it's a battle royale.
Oh boy.
Everything is being split off into 5 segments, as you can see, and this person points out 5 smaller arenas darted around, and they're going to be in sets of 20. So it's 5 teams will all go in there at once, and the team that wins, or the team with the most Pokemon left standing by the end of the time limit, they get through into the finals. The finals are then a series of one-on-one matches where each member of the team can only compete once against the other 4 top teams. Whoever gets the most wins by the end is the winning team. They then compete against each other to determine who gets ownership of the special Pokemon.
Are there any like?
Well, I say that's what. There's one teeny tiny little thing. After that, they need to take on the gym leader.
Are there any
But hey, you get a gym badge as well, so.
Are there any like judges or referees who are going to be watching the game?
Lots.
Okay, good.
We take our things very seriously here. You know, Fight Town. I don't know if you know this. Fight Town is. We might be a little bit rules light in lots of other areas comparatively. You know, we don't have a problem if you want to get in there and punch Pokemon as well. You know, that's part of it. You know, over there, and they point off to another section. Like that's an area specifically designed as a person on Pokemon fighting arena. Like I go in there every other Tuesday and wrestle with a Machoke. And we're rules light, but when it comes to things like this, we do need to enforce some
Obviously,
rules.
yes.
Otherwise, it'd be total anarchy, which is fun, but we can't actually operate entirely like that. We operate it in loads of other ways. You know.
No, I just wanted to
You
make
know?
sure
I feel
that
like
they
we're
that
getting
there
a
were.
lecture right now.
And where do you source these referees from?
Oh, they're all residents. They all operate under Leader Michi.
All right. Thank you. How many of them are there? Like, I assume they're going to be like up in the seats, like.
Oh no, they will be down at each. Well, the preliminaries, since they aren't really, they're all going on at the same time. It's kind of impossible to watch 100 Pokemon and trainers all fighting at once. So there'll be a referee marked at each station there. But then when the round robin starts, there'll be several referees paying attention.
All right. Wonderful.
At ringside.
Thank you. I think that I look back at Ever and Clementine. We good to sign up?
Oh, you're dragging me into this too?
I'd appreciate it. You don't have to.
You need a team of 4 to enter.
For trainers?
Yeah.
Well, I guess we do.
Fine, I'll help.
It's all right. We've got some good strategies, I think. Yeah, we'll sign up.
Clementine is like bouncing on her balls of her feet, just very excited about this.
Yeah, so you sign up and your name will get your team. Like, do you put Team Crossbones as the team name?
No.
What do you put?
I will be
Team Legitimate Business Group.
You know what? I'm gonna say I'm just gonna put in the Rangers.
Are you gonna dress up as the Rangers?
We
you
do
have
have their
Ranger disguises.
uniforms. We might do that.
Oh no.
Wonderful.
Right.
Okay, so that happens, and a person goes, oh wow, Ranger! I didn't even know Rangers were coming. Wow. They fold it up, they put it into a box, and they go, everything will be announced tomorrow morning,
Wonderful.
first thing. Until then, there's going to be a bunch of tents and everything set up for everybody. Go and meet some of your other competitors.
Awesome, yeah.
If you want to.
Uh,
Immediately, as you start looking around, because you know that there are 100 competitors all in this thing. As you start to look around, you notice some of these groups have got their own small, well, some small, some larger, essentially booths, like a convention. And immediately, a few that stand out. Let me just describe some of them. One group is marked, and you can see 4 letters emblazoned on a black background, and the letters are NTTP. And the group that seems to be there seems to be a very high energy, not short, but smaller than everybody else there, female. Shortish haircut, almost like a little bit elfin in appearance. And they kind of seem to be like cheering and like woo, garnering a fair amount of attention. There appears to be somebody a little bit taller, glasses, definitely Asian. Like I can't think of if there's a better way of saying it. Like, they are very clearly of Asian heritage. Kind of doing like a little peace sign, kawaii, all the cliche things, because
we're in an anime.
Sometimes it's fun to do. Yeah, sometimes it is fun to do the cliche things, and it's fine. Then the other two, one is a slightly older man with a little gruff beard, and another not nowhere near as old, but male, beard, glasses. And you can hear everyone around them chanting, "Newbies, newbies, newbies." Another group that gets your attention, they have the letters MK emblazoned on a purple background. And in this group, one person you recognize as you competed against them in a Pokemon contest before. She is wearing a beautiful gown. She has lovely auburn, ginger, red hair, whatever you want to call it. This person is a little bit taller, shaved head, very immaculately groomed facial hair, and he's kind of taking this pose where he's almost acting as if he's very fancy, as if he's in character. And then there's another guy, like short hair, beard, gruff, and he's pretending to be like a bit macho, but like. And then there's another person who's a little bit shorter and just an all-round pleasant, happy person. And you can hear people chanting, "Mimic Knights, Mimic Knights, Mimic Knights."
So, but before you continue, you can go in just 1 second. So, my character is displayed that she's not a good person in this episode, but I just want to remind you of that. Before I say I'm going to contribute 20,000 money to bribing other player teams to help us.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. You're gonna try and bribe your way to victory?
Absolutely. I will pay anything that needs to. I will do anything that needs to be done to win this one.
Okay. The other two teams of note, one, they have a floral pattern, and their team name is called the Daisy Chains, and that team is made up of a tallish fellow, very long hair, beard, who just looks really chilled out. Another guy, shorter hair, and he looks like he can't stop himself from laughing every time somebody says something. A fellow with sunglasses and longish hair, and then a female presenting person who has got brownish hair, glasses, and their people are chanting Daisy Chains, and in a little asterisk it says "from Fife." And then the final team they are marked as WOC, and everyone around them is, well, they're just calling for blood, because they seem like a very aggressive group, as they are known as the Winds of Chaos. So, these are most likely going to be the other competitors who make it through the preliminaries.
All right, yeah. But yeah, so and I'm not going to go towards those who seem to think they have a chance, but I'm going to go towards the people who know that they probably won't make it, and instead they could just make a little bit of money out of this deal and help us out.
Okay. I think logically, your best bet, at least no one has been announced which preliminary round they're going to be in. Would you want to wait until that gets announced the next day?
Yes.
And then go and find the people in that group? Because otherwise you're like, hey, do you want to help my team win? And then it turns out they're not in your group and can't do anything about it.
However, now we need to find out where the referees are so that we can find out how to blackmail them.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all the referees. Well, you can't see anybody who seems to be marked out as a referee as of yet. As all the signing up finishes, and you can see, like, yeah, wow, there's like 100 people competing for this. That's a lot. That's a lot going on. Well, not even 100 people. Like, there's 100 teams.
There's 400 people at least. And then each of them probably with 6 Pokemon. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, oh, wait, no, I was right saying 100. Ugh, no, I did my maths wrong. Each preliminary is going to be 5 teams of 4. So yes, sorry, there are only 100 people. Yeah. There are 20 teams in total.
Okay, that's a much more manageable task. Okay.
Yes, cool. 20 teams in total, 100 people. As all the signing up finishes, the person who you've seen on all the posters and their faces everywhere kind of walk out, and some people follow them, and they set up like a little stand as this person gets up, and a microphone gets adjusted. You see walking beside them a super adorable Flareon, who they pet. Like, that's my boy. And the mic sets up, and there's this awful feedback. And they look out and go, working? Yeah, cool. Hello, everybody! Are you ready for this welcome to the Pokemon tournament? WTTP. Everyone cheers. Everyone goes, woo. They continue to give the announcement. And it basically goes along the lines of, thank you, everybody, for showing up. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to do this. They reach into their bag. Well, it's not just a bag. It is a locked briefcase, which is handcuffed to this person at all times. They open it, and they reveal there are actually 2 Pokeballs in here, and a Firestone. One of these Pokeballs is just a bog standard Pokeball, and the other one kind of looks like a normal Pokeball, except the coloring on it has been given a very shiny tone to it, and it is marked with a great big S over the front. They lift this up and hold it so everyone can see it, and, you know, cameras catch it, and it gets shown on a bunch of Jumbotrons, and they announce, there's going to be a little bit extra, you know, because who doesn't love being extra? It's like the best thing. Come on, shut up, whatever. Aside from getting little Vulpix, and a Firestone, because who doesn't love a Ninetales? There's some jokes there, but they're for private times. The other thing here, in a 100% legal and legitimate way, I didn't punch anybody for it. I swear, you can't prove shit. We have gotten a hold of a rare and one-of-a-kind Pokeball of amazing value. They lift it out and hold it up, and it's this shiny Pokeball with a great big S on it. This... They kind of pause and go, come on, suspense, guys. You know, everybody go, ooh.
Ooh.
Thank you. This is the shiny ball. Any Pokemon captured in this ball has its genetic code altered and it becomes shiny. This is priceless. The winner, whoever wins the tournament, and then they can beat me, get all of these. So everybody, rest up, so I can punch your faces. Well, you know, no, that's not appropriate. Can't tell a bunch of strangers if they want me to punch their faces. I will. I'm gonna go now. And I just awkwardly walk off. There's no fanfare, no. And that is the setup for how Fight Town works.
This is wonderful.
It's beautiful.
You're still glad that you let me be in control of this, Michi, instead of you doing.
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
Wow.
so party reactions, and it's getting about to the end of the day, so you're probably gonna get a good rest somewhere, and after that'll be where we call it a session.
Smoochie would notably be like staring at the place where that shiny ball once was, like staring at the stage, just.
It will be mine. I love how it's Smoochie who wants it, not Amelia.
That is what Smoochie has wanted for her entire life, is to be a shiny Jigglypuff.
Oh. Okay.
She has murdered several other shiny Jigglypuffs for being shiny when she can't be shiny.
So, I think as this goes on, Ever would slip away.
Oh, okay.
Once I get out of earshot, would there be a place that I could hide, and would there be an actual ranger around somewhere that I could use Teddy Ears to lure in to an alley or whatever, somewhere out of sight?
I mean, usually there isn't really ranger interaction inside Fight Town. The rangers kind of have it as a common thing. Like, we don't mess around with Fight Town because Michel just punches in the face. But they have a few people here and there, mainly as external guards, because they know this is a big event, it's a big deal. So it's an agreed upon thing if they don't interfere, because Fight Town runs Fight Town's way. But they're kind of like, well, we don't want it spilling out. But yes, you can go and find a ranger somewhere, because I'm curious where this is going.
So basically, I want to lure them or keep them out of sight so nobody can see me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to approach, hat down. I want to... Do they have a name tag on that I can spy before I address them?
Yeah. This is it's kind of like a ranger newbie. You can tell it's a newbie by like whatever rank it's got marked on it. And so it's got like a little sticker and it goes, "Hi, my name's Jim.
Okay.
It's my first day. Please don't be mean. I have feelings."
So I walk up, and again, hat pulled down, covering my face, and I say, "Jim, we need to talk." And I, like, big reveal that I'm ever.
And with that, Jim goes, yeah, of course, Commander. What, what can I do?
First off, don't ever call me Commander again. Second off, we need to talk about my brother.
Okay. What about them?
So, look, come on, Jim. You know by now, he's not the greatest person. He bullied me my entire life just because I didn't want to be a ranger like him. Kicked me out. Took what was rightfully mine. He takes capable and good rangers and puts them on crap posts like this. Fight Town, we all know Fight Town handle it. So, but Jim, I know somebody who wants to make the world a good place for all of us. Where good rangers like yourself get exactly what they deserve.
Well, yeah, that sounds interesting. I mean, if I'm honest, it was a bit of a, not fair that I'm here. It's not even my first day, actually. I've been working in the Rangers for years. It's just because I keep messing up Big Boss's coffee order.
See, I would never ask you to get my coffee. You are a ranger, not a secretary.
So, what can I do? He pauses for a second, knowing not to address you as Commander, and goes, "Ever? Yeah."
See, when you go back, I need you to spread the word that Amelia is out there looking out for everybody, and that they should wait for my return.
All right, yeah, I can. I'll do that. I mean, we're only here for the one day tomorrow. When it all wraps up, I'll do it. I'll get it in on the ground floor. Yeah, is this like one of them secret rebellions?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Hush, hush. Secret rebellion.
Good. I have to go now. I will see
Right.
you later.
But I didn't see you, right?
Exactly. Now you're understanding.
Right, great. Bye, person I don't know.
And then
Random citizen.
and then I want to text Amelia that we need to talk.
Yeah. Where do you want to meet?
Right, wonderful.
And we can end the session here if you want. We can,
We can end the session
that's a
there.
good-
Yeah, that would be kind of a perfect place. Just because it'd be fair before we do that. Is Clementine doing anything after all of this hullabaloo? What's Clementine's reaction? Is it just, I'm gonna punch stuff so good?
Gonna punch stuff real good.
Everyone else has got these secret conniving plans, and Clementine's like, I'm gonna punch things.
I'm gonna punch things and make friends.
Mini Terrain Domain is writing with a party of 18.
Oh, but I feel so bad because we're about to end the stream.
we will take the raid somewhere else.
Yeah. Where are we gonna go and raid now? We're just
I'll
about
figure
to
that
wrap
out.
up. Okay, well that's happening. Thank you, regardless, Mini Train. As we're just finishing off our session here, you're being bounced from pillar to post, but it'll be fine. I have been the Bardic Knock. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Patreon, all under the same name, the Bardic Knock. If you also like what I do, you can find me here every second and fourth. That's right, I do maths. Thursday at this time for Pokemon, the Tabletop Adventures, this game on Sundays every week at 5 p.m. Eastern for the 3.5 homebrew Tales from the Kingdom of Fife game. There every week. You can also catch me over on Non-Toxic Gaming's channel. That's once a month. It's going to vary until we get a definite, but once a month on a Saturday from 8 p.m. where I run a D&D 5 edition pirate game for charity. The next game is on February the 9th. Last month we managed to raise over $200 for the Organization for Autistic Research, so that was a lot of fun. That's all of me. Welcome to the party. This channel here, great place. You should follow it here on Twitch if you've just jumped in for raid. So do that, or if you're catching this on YouTube, so follow them on Twitch at twitch.tv/welcomepartyrpg. If you want to know what stuff goes on here all the time, there's a Discord server down below. You can click and join the party and see what's going on, and maybe even be on stream yourself at some point. You can also follow everything on Twitter, where we get lots of good updates on everything, and that's Welcome Party RPG over on Twitter. And if you ever feel like you've missed anything, you can go catch absolutely, almost positively everything that's ever been on here over on the YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/welcome to the party. Now, my lovely, lovely players, well, thank you, first of all. And where would I find all of you on the internet? Let's start with Nerdy. Nerdy, if I wanted to find you on the internet, where would I go?
Well, usually you'd find me right here. Welcome to the party. I'm in 4 shows weekly. Well, 3 weekly, 4 shows all together on this show. Mondays, I run Aegis Shield of Earth, a mass superheroes campaign. We just started, just getting the swing of things. I am here on Wednesdays for VTM Calamarilla, and then on Thursdays I alternate this Pokemon game with Shadowrun.
Awesome.
And did you say where we could find you on Twitter?
Yeah, at Nerdy Teddy.
There we go. So we can keep up to date on all the stuff you are doing. Michi, if I wanted to find you on the internet, where would I go?
I am Michi, and I am at MichiSars on Twitter, which is mostly where I hang out and rant a lot. You can also catch me here on the 1st and 3rd Tuesdays, actually running a game. No Single Thing Abides, our Eclipse Phase campaign. And I am here every other Thursday for Pokemon. And that's it current.
And finally, Shogun, if I wanted to find you doing cool stuff on the internet, what cool places would I go and find?
I'm on Twitter at Shogun117, and I run Mimic Nights, which is every 2nd, 4th, and 5th Tuesday of every month. And I run Shadowrun, get this right, which alternates with this game every other Thursday, and I play in the Vampire the Masquerade Sabbat game every Saturday with the morning for me, noon Eastern time. And also I am running a game currently every Sunday over on Alaskan Blue Jays Twitch channel. And that's all that. And I might also be recording podcasts and stuff, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah. And did you say where I would find you on Twitter?
Yeah. Shogun117.
Yep. All right. Quickly before we go and raid somebody, I saw that we got a follow from a person somewhere. I saw it. Now I can't because the brain is not good. Yes,
Thank you very much.
7996. So we're gonna go raid. Who are we raiding? We're gonna go raid Giggle Fairies. It's gonna be wonderful. It suits us. It's on brand. So until next time, everybody, stay safe and happy adventure.
Bye, everybody. Hey.